I wanted to talk about the COVID-19 and make a parallel with digital transformation. What is common to the COVID situation, transformation, transition we've been through, and with a digital transformation? Because I see a lot of common patterns, and I'll give you a few that struck me. So I'll try to. There are 10 or more of them, so I try to not to spend too much time on everyone and give you some examples. So the first one is obviously we were able to adapt our work to our new environment. We were able to adapt to work from home, even if it was not easy. We think it's just a matter of technology. If we have technology like web conference technology, we can work from home, but it's not enough. It's not just about technology. It's about how you organize yourself, how you deal with the kids, how you build your governance inside your family, if you have kids or family. So we were able to do it, even if it was not easy. And when you're doing a digital transformation, you need to adapt to your new environment. That's definitely a big thing to do, and it's a challenge. The second pattern is I was amazed how creative people were around me during this crisis. There are some psychological reasons for that, but being remote forced a lot of people to reinvent themselves. I'm just going to take the example of my wife, who is a teacher. She's a people person. She didn't like to work remote. She hates technology. She's not tech savvy at all. She's always dwelling about technology, and I'm the one she comes to complain about how she uses the technology. It's not working. It's not simple. But I was amazed she was able to use the technology she hated before to make her lessons, and not only one technology, she used several different technologies to do her job, and she had to reinvent her job, find new ideas and how to teach remotely, and she was able to do it. That was not easy. Neither for that it was not easy. It was stressful, but as long as she had the support of her team, of her management, it was great. And of our kids, obviously, it was great for her. It was a great experience, even if she misses the hugs and she doesn't want to work remotely anymore. But she learned from it, and I think collectively our school learned from it. So the digital transformation also opens some doors to creativity, and obviously, as I often say, the digital transformation is a journey. It's not a destination. So you need to accept that creativity is part of the transformation, because you need to expose to new ideas and find new ideas. Third item. When you're in this COVID transformation situation, we had one or a few common and clear goals. I would say we had one common goal, which was to survive to the virus. So the consequences of that was the confinement, and in a lot of states. So it was easy to align, and same thing for digital transformation. If you're not aligned, it's difficult to engage, it's difficult to succeed. So you have to create this alignment through a common and clear goal. That was the third item. Fourth, I think I've never seen in my life so many people helping each other, the neighbors, the friends, the family, anonymous person trying to help. There was a lot of support, and I think in the digital transformation, it should be the same thing. We should help each other regarding the role, the hierarchy. We should treat everybody equal and help each other. It's key in the digital transformation to do that, because we're different. So everybody can bring some help to at a certain level to other people. As soon as we have a common goal, it's easier to help people. The fifth item is that I've noticed that we accept more and more to say, I don't know. We saw politics, doctors, scientists saying we don't know for the first time. Not all of them. They didn't change. All of them didn't change. But we've seen that it's wise to accept to say I don't know, because when you say you don't know, then people try to help you find the answer to your question. And in your digital transformation, you need to accept to say I don't know. And you need to accept that even if you're a big manager, you don't have all the solution. Managing or being on top of the company doesn't mean that you know everything. So it's key to be able to say I don't know. And the consequences of that is we need to accept the unknown. That's my sixth point. Maybe we lived in a society where it was hard to accept the unknown because we were a little bit over controlling our life, and the COVID situation with so many deaths, especially in the US and in Europe, I think it was hurtful because we didn't expect that, and we were not ready to accept the unknown. But we have to understand that same thing for a digital transformation. We don't know for sure the destination. We have a purpose, a global purpose, might have a vision, but the destination can change all the time. You need to adapt. That's the key to a digital transformation, is to be able to adapt to the situation and take another path, because one path, I don't know, one medicine didn't work, so to try find another one, you need to be agile. So you need to accept the unknown and not being sure that it will succeed. So accept the failure and try. And the next point is the consequence of that is you need to learn fast. So you need to be able to try fast and learn from what you're trying, learn from your mistake and adapt yourself. And I think through COVID we have the time to do that. But also it's a mind spirit. You need to be in a learning mode, not in a knowing it all, but learning it all. Because there's so many things that are changing so quickly that we need to learn, and we're learning often from the experience. So if we don't do anything, we don't learn. So learning is not only open a book or a MOOC or listen to a conference on a TED talk or whatever. It's also practicing what you learn and see if it works. The eight items, the parallel between COVID transformation and digital transformation. I've noticed, I don't know if it's your case, you will be able to comment this video, but I've noticed that there were a lot of people, especially around COVID transformation, COVID situation, were able to do things that were not in their role. They were not people who help others, build masks, blouse. They try to be useful for their community. I had a colleague who printed with a 3D printer, printed masks. A lot of creativity, once again, a lot of ideas, and a lot of energy to find solution, even if it's not your role. And in a digital transformation, it's key to understand that you're not stuck to your initial role, because once again, the velocity of the business or the change of environment requires you to adapt yourself really quickly. So step aside of your role, initial role, and to follow the global purpose. So it leads to, that's my ninth point item. It's key to focus on finding solutions rather than on blaming people, dwelling, because usually what you can see, unfortunately, when people are failing, their first reaction is to say it's not my fault, it's somebody else's fault, or exogenous factors. So no, we don't care whose fault it is. We need to understand why it didn't work and find solution. And okay, we missed one goal, it's missed, it's done. We have to find another solution. We need to rethink ourselves or reinvent ourselves. Okay, COVID is there, we cannot work together, we cannot gather together, so yeah, let's find a solution. We're not going to complain about that. So same for digital transformation. Don't spend your time, your energy to blame on people or other factors. Focus on finding solutions. 10th, so that leads to obviously take more initiatives. I'm just gonna give you one little one. I took an initiative, an awkward initiative, a risky initiative, asked my daughter to cut my hair, and she made mistakes. I had a little hole here. She made mistakes, but we learned. She learned from it. She saw what she did wrong, and I saw what I did wrong. I didn't supervise well what she was doing, and now we are able to do it without, at least with less mistakes. But just like in the digital transformation, taking the initiative is a good thing as long as you learn from it, as long as it doesn't destroy a lot of things. But here it was not the case, and you can take initiative. Everybody can take initiative. Even the workforce can take initiatives, and they all have a value to bring to the company, and it's not just their time. They have ideas, they have experience, so they can bring a lot of value. And digital transformation is all about rethinking how the way you're doing the business through the digital, rethink how you're working through the digital. But so it's a matter of identifying the right process that often come from experience, and often what I've seen in the past is it's coming from people who have initiative and who try things, and then you're able to replicate them and industrialize it. And finally, my last item, I think it's key. I think I've done a video on it. So it's to embrace vulnerability, because in the COVID situation, people were not afraid to ask for help, and we shouldn't be afraid to ask for help. A manager in a company shouldn't be afraid to ask for help, because it's not because you're a manager that you know it all. Not at all. So part of the digital transformation is to understand that asking for help, especially when it comes from the management, open the capabilities of every employee to feel they can bring something on the table and bring value. And that's when you are able to put all the energy on the table, all the ideas, all the initiatives, all the solutions. And that's where the manager has value also, is to organize all these initiatives to find the right solution and to lead everybody in the same direction. So I was a little bit longer than I was thinking first, but I thought there were some parallels, interesting parallels between COVID-19 situation and digital transformation, so that's why I shot this video. I hope it was useful, and if you have other parallels to share, just add comment to this video. Thanks.